A little less than a year ago, I made a TikTok Shop affiliate video that generated over $117,000 in sales. And it wasn't some high production masterpiece with the perfect lighting and setup. It was literally me laying on a couch being filmed with an iPhone. And the crazy part is it probably took me 10 minutes max from ideation to filming the video to posting it, and it costed me nothing to do it. Now, to be completely transparent, I didn't pocket $117,000. Like, that wasn't profit. I made 12% of the total generated sales in the video. So I made a bit over $14,000 profit from one simple video, which is still absolutely insane. But here's where things get a little bit interesting. That video wasn't some lucky one-off. You see, the reason why I performed so well is that I followed a specific format that is currently printing the most money across the whole platform. Skits. And the best part about it is these skits are so easy to make once you know what you're doing. I can literally crank out 10 of them in an hour and not even have to think about it. So in this video, I'm going to break down the exact skit format that I used on the video that generated me $117,000 in revenue, but also a bunch of other top performing clips. But before we dive in, let me show you exactly why skits absolutely dominate TikTok Shop. You see, viewers are obviously a little bit skeptical about sales content and TikTok Shop content in general. The moment the viewer realizes that you're trying to sell something, they scroll. It's literally just human nature. But with skits, what you're doing is you're pretty much Trojan horsing your way into what looks like organic, authentic content just between two friends. People really don't expect skits to be sales videos. It seems like they're just watching a normal conversation between two friends, so their guard is completely down. And here's what most people get wrong. They think that the skits are about being funny or entertaining, but that's just not true. The best converting skits are about creating a believable, natural conversation, showcasing all the benefits without seeming like a sales pitch. Because the energy and the natural flow of the video matter way more than perfect production value. I have seen firsthand people spend thousands of dollars on production and lighting and stuff for their TikTok Shop videos just to get no sales. Meanwhile, I'm out here making six figures, filming random videos on my cracked iPhone 14 in some random parking lot. Besides, the algorithm actually rewards natural content over like the high produced stuff because they want you to watch it longer. So now that you understand the concept of skits, let me show you the exact video that made $117,000 in sales and break down every single element of why it worked.
All right, good night, bro. Holy shit, that blanket's huge.
Dude, I know.
Can I feel it?
Yeah, dude, check it out.
Bro, it's so soft. Wait, are these the ones on TikTok that are like $100?
Yeah, dude, they're normally $100, but you know I'm broke.
All right, well then how much did you get it for?
Bro, I think I got it for less than $18 or something like that.
Bro, there's no way. Where'd you get it from?
TikTok Shop, bro. I can send you a link if you want.
Yeah, please,
I'll
bro.
put the link right there.
Thanks, bro.
So the setup is simple. I'm laying on my couch covered in this pink, huge, fluffy blanket. My friend walks in the room. He sees this massive blanket covering me on the couch, and his initial natural reaction is to say, holy shit, that blanket is huge. So what we did right there is we created an immediate visual impact within the first 2 seconds. There's no long setup explaining what we're about to do. We just got right into it. The blanket itself is pretty much the hook because it's so visually appealing. That's something to look out for in products. Then he asks, can I feel it? I say yes. He touches it. He says, oh my God, it's so soft. This part is crucial because we're immediately getting tactical proof of how quality the product is, which is almost always people's first question when they have some type of interest in a product. Is it quality or not? Now here's where the psychology gets a little bit interesting. His next question is, bro, aren't those the ones on TikTok that are like $100? Do you see what's happening there? He's actually price anchoring for me. Instead of me sitting there and being like, yeah, bro, it's such a nice blanket. It's actually normally $100 on TikTok. He asked the question naturally in a conversation without me just having to sit there and list off all the benefits. And then when I say no, it immediately sparks some curiosity. If it's not that expensive one on TikTok, like that he's thinking of, which one is it? And then he asked, how much did I get it for? I said like 18 bucks or something like that. The contrast there is insane. He established that a similar blanket costs around $100, and I said I got this one for 18 bucks. That is the kind of value perception that drives immediate purchase decisions. And then his reaction of, no way, where did you get it from, was the exact question that all the people watching the video were also thinking. And then I said, TikTok Shop, you want me to send you the link? I'm pretty much giving the viewers permission to want the link as well. Now, the video was literally under 30 seconds long, but every single sentence in that video was made to drive the viewer closer to a purchasing decision. And here's what made this video drive $117,000 in sales. It did not feel like a sales video at all. It genuinely felt like someone discovering a really cool product. The visual impact of the blanket, the natural conversation flow, the natural price anchoring, the real authentic reactions, that's what separates this video from all the other TikTok Shop videos that just get ignored. So now that you know that, let me break down the exact framework that I use, and you can just take this and use it for any product. There's two main scenarios for skits, and honestly, both of them work extremely well. The first one, the person is already using or wearing the product, kind of like the one one we just broke down. Now, the structure of these is pretty simple. The hook gets their attention, you go through the product, you try and make it as natural of a conversation as you can, mentioning all the benefits and the flow of a conversation. You price anchor, then you reveal the real price, and then you mention TikTok Shop, just like you saw before. But there's also a second scenario for skits. In this one, the product is actually the solution to whatever problem they're facing at the time. For example, if we're promoting baggy jeans, the hook of the video could be somebody wearing some like super skinny jeans and they just look stupid. I make fun of him, I hand him the solution to his problem of looking dumb, which is the jeans, and then we have a natural conversation going through the benefits of the product. The key in both of these scenarios is to try to get into the product within 7 seconds. If you wait until 30 seconds, 45 seconds, majority of people are not going to watch the video that long to even see the product. And here's what most people actually don't realize about skits. The person behind the camera filming is just as important as the person in front of the camera. If your friend is filming and giving super boring responses like, nice shorts, yeah, those are super sick, are those on TikTok Shop? It's going to be so boring and hard to watch. You need to find somebody who's actually willing to engage and make it feel like a real conversation. This is why me, Kylie, and Mark work so well together, is because we practice so much that it just sounds like a real conversation. And if you don't have someone to film with, that's not an excuse. You can also do solo skits. The key is to pretend you're talking to somebody off camera and to also keep the energy up. Don't look directly at the camera and talk, but look to the side, kind of like this, as if you're talking to somebody over there. Another big thing in skits is location, actually. The more public and authentic it seems, the better. I've made some of my highest converting and viewed skits in public, in a parking lot, in a grocery store. I did them in my car pretending I was an Uber driver. The more realistic, the better. The key here is they have to feel unplanned, like you're not just planning some skit. Maybe like you're talking to a stranger. Now, there's a lot more nuances to creating skits that don't just get views, but actually convert to sales. So let me share some of my tips from firsthand experience of skits that make a couple $100 to tens of thousands of dollars. First thing here is you want to create controversy, but not just random shock factor controversy. If you can create the controversy around the product, it will convert a lot better. By controversy, I mean something that people see and they just feel like they have to comment. Examples of controversy around the product could be price controversy, brand controversy, feature controversy, anything that gets people to talk and comment about the actual product, not just about something random. Second thing is timing, and this is going to take practice, but timing is everything. You want to get into the product within 7 seconds, but you also don't want to just list off all the selling points like a robot. Don't just rapid fire like it's super comfortable, it fits super well, and it's a super good brand and a good price. Like, that's boring, no one's going to watch it. If you can naturally do it through the conversation, it's so much better and more authentic and easier to watch. Last advanced tip is that batch filming these is crucial. When you're out filming, you might as well make the most of it and film a bunch of content at once, opposed to just like making one video. One, you'll have a bunch of videos to post for the next couple days, and two, the more you film, the more practice, the better you get at it. This will be way more effective than filming one at a time and, you know, trying to set up different filming sessions for each individual product. It just makes no sense. And look, I've replicated this formula hundreds of times with different products, and my students inside of Affiliate Academy are taking the same approach and crushing with it. The difference between people making $500 a month and $50,000 a month is not that they're using some secret strategy. They understand formats like this that actually convert viewers to buyers. And here's the thing, you can start testing out this format today. You don't need a big, crazy setup. You don't need perfect lighting. You just need to understand the psychology of why these skits work and be willing to go out there and give it a try. And if you want to dive deeper into TikTok Shop to get the best results, then I would advise you to check out my complete TikTok Shop system, including more advanced skit strategies, product selection methods, and of course, direct access to me and my team. The link is in the description. I'll see you in the next one.